as you are willing to see a clear reality in your life to be here more for our ascended dimensions with who I am as your Commander Ashtar, of who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Council, of the Galactic Federation of Light, then you are seeing more light. This light is the clearness of then making sure to part from all destructive ways in your life that are not serving your peaceful reality, of then shifting into a state of divinity. It is not about trying to use the lower ego self, which is going to try and ask how this is possible, and why haven't we come already to pick up all of the star's seeds, light workers, indigos, and humans for ascension. No, it is about being where you are now, in creating a rising in vibrations, and realizing that as a volunteer mission has much service to provide, so do each of you to continue to place these efforts forth. With this permanent change into a higher dimensional reality, there is no going back into a 3D reality, in which you are then seeing that this is how 5D works. In being awakened into your true self, it is a permanent reality, in which you are simply going more forth into your cosmic connection with the source that you are within. This is a field of realizing that as you turn on a light, then you see the light instantly removes the darkness. In this case your true self in fullness comes forth, in more gracefulness. It is about seeing that this is a clear respectfulness, in then being able to notice that there is a galactic alignment taking place now in your own reality, with who we are of the Galactic Federation of Light, of your angelic guardians. That representation of this level of divine harmonization is then seeing that this assistance is not old, but fresh and new, and daily written as these transmissions are for each of you. This is how you are knowing that this guidance is consistent, is not copies of any transmissions previously written, but all creative in nature, which is how you know that you are advancing more in your evolution. From seeing how creativity works, if you are simply copying the same realities over and over, then you are not being creative, but being conditioned. To end the level of conditioning in your life is to then see that you recognize how the conditioned ego mind works, which is going to try and fight these transmissions, often saying, "No, I don't think that is true, I disagree with what you say, everyone is conditioned to be some way. You can't get out of that conditioning, unless you die." The realization of how the mind conditioning of the lower ego self is to go through a number of steps of trying to figure out how to outsmart these messages, how to belittle them, how to analyze them, instead of surrendering the lower ego self. With your awakened nature, then you are able to see through the veils of those world leaders who have purposefully held up the truth of who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Federation of Light. Then you have those individuals who are so locked into duality that will say with the lower ego self, the world leaders are not hiding anything, they tell the public the truth, there is no alien force, there are no extraterrestrials they know about, I don't believe in that rubbish. They are not hiding anything. You see how many humans are locked into such a limited reality of fear belief systems that are trying to depict how reality is then laid forth into this existence, in which our extraterrestrial existence is very real and present now. This is not about trying to use the human mind to understand this, when this is not a human nature, but an extraterrestrial reality. As to have various life experiences beyond 3D would be considered to be impossible by various humans. The true reality of existence is to be endless in evolution, in which there are a number of reasons for Earth being quarantined by our galactic fleet, in which the crew membership is to make sure to provide protection to this sector of space. Without our galactic protection of planets which are reaching full consciousness, then Earth would surely fall into the hands of the cabal, and this world would be blown to pieces in a short time. In making no errors in consciousness about this, universal guardianship comes with a clear level of responsibility to make sure to provide protection to all star systems, to all areas of space for full consciousness. It is an assigned mission to make sure to then issue our motherships to cruise around various star systems, to make sure that no draconian life forms are causing much harm to areas that are secured in peaceful realities. Space is consistently monitored by our galactic crew, and this is to make sure that there is no weaponizing in this sector of space, which would easily lead to massive destructions of billions of years in evolution. To secure revolution is to make sure to allow for certain experiments to continue, and then to have a safe reality of being cleared up, which is why the experiment of duality is being cleaned up now. The mess that was allowed was to allow for a reality of pollution, war, disharmony, separation from source, and chaos, to then end this for a hosting planet Earth into completion. Earth is a living soul, a living being that has made a decision to shift into full consciousness on the surface, and to not go through an end to its existence in the physical through harm, but to remove all harm from the surface. Along with this guided pathway into awakening more, then this is a smooth shifting into the divine energy of frequencies that are pouring more fluidly into a conscious reality in higher dimensions. Through the gateway of eternity that is then transferred into more of your auric field, then you are willing to expand more of the gateways into your internal resonance with more successful light missions. Inside of these changes are rearranging of the reality that has been reset as a computer system into a new upgraded nature, in which 3D is old and outdated, and 5D is the new reality upgrade on Earth. It has already been planned, and is well on track for completion of this project, as with the sole responsibility of our galactic crew is to then continue to be of assistance to secure ascension. Ascension is now in the everlasting glory of a new stepping inside of an existence that is linked with the strength and will to continue to see more divine energies pour inside of Earth now. We stand in galactic realities. We are the angelic realms. We are the Galactic Federation of Light.